Hi, I'm Steve, and this is my wife Ashley. We live in Tampa. And Ben, we have a question for you.
Yeah, Ben, we want to know if we purchase a solar system, will it lower our utility bills?
Ashley and Steve, thank you so much for your question. It's a great question, and it's actually foundational to understanding the economics behind solar. A lot of people have actually been asking themselves this question. One, because they're seeing their bills right now, but two, because they're starting to figure out that over time they may spend up to 100 and sometimes well over $100,000 on their energy bills. Nobody wants to pay that much, and so I want to answer this question for you, but I want to also switch your question up. I'm going to take your question from how or can solar lower my utility bills, and I'm going to switch that to, with solar, can I buy less energy from the utility company? I'll show you why that's important, but before we get into that, I'm actually going to take a look and I'm going to prove to you that $100,000 we talked about. I'm going to show you how that is actually true. We're going to take a look at a Duke utility bill here in Florida. In Florida, families can easily use between 1,000 and 1,800 kilowatt hours of electricity in a month. This Duke bill shows how much you'd pay Duke for 1,500 kilowatt hours, $225. If you average $225 a month for 12 months, you'd pay $2,700 a year. Over 40 years, you'd pay $108,000. If we consider a very conservative average inflation rate of 2.3%, we can see that energy prices rise pretty quickly. And after 40 years, the amount you'd shell out to Duke would equal $174,000. Many people believe utility rates will rise by 3.5%, which means you'd pay over $200,000 over 40 years, meaning in just 25 years, you'd pay $105,000. So now that we've covered the $100,000 question, let's get into your question. And we're going to go back to the how can we buy less energy from the utility? When you looked at that utility bill just a second ago, you saw that most of the bill consisted of the energy that you buy from the utility. There's some other small fees, but most of it was about how much you buy from the utility company. So we want to lower how much we buy from them. One of the ways that we do that is simply to use less energy. Now let's take a look at how we can do that. There's a couple of little strategies here. One ineffective energy saving strategy is to yell at your kids to turn off the lights and close the front door. Now be sure to tell them that you don't want to air condition the whole neighborhood. After they ignore you, you can continue your losing battle by yelling at your spouse to stop messing with the AC. This will probably end pretty badly. If you're smart, you can reduce the amount of energy you buy from the utility by making your house more efficient. You can replace your old appliances with Energy Star rated appliances, or have Energy Star windows installed. You can get high efficiency HVAC installed, SEER 15 and above here in the South, and make sure your air ducts don't leak. Properly installed insulation is also helpful. In the South, at least R30 in the attic. Now, all these energy efficient improvements can reduce the amount of energy you use, which means you're not buying as much energy from the utility company. As a bonus, you're not making these guys as rich. Unfortunately, the utility company still gets to keep you under their thumb. That's because even if your house is super efficient, your home will still use energy, and you'll need to buy that energy from the utility company. The second strategy for reducing the energy you buy from the utility company is to create your own energy. And you can do that by installing solar panels on your home. With a solar home, you can harvest energy from the sun. That way you can use your own energy, which means you won't have to buy that energy from the utility company. And now that you have a solar home, you can stop yelling at your family to turn out the lights, and that should make everyone happy. In summary, yes, solar can lower your utility bills, and it does so by producing its own power for your home so that you don't have to buy the energy from the utility company. And that's a big deal. Now, if you like this answer, if you thought it was kind of neat, go ahead and subscribe. But if you have more questions, please jump into the comments below and ask a question. I may highlight your question on the next video. So until the next video, I hope you have a great day and keep watching.
I'll try. Hi, I'm Steve. This is my wife, Ashley. And we have a question for you, Ben.
Yeah, Ben, we want to know if we purchase solar.
Oh, boy. Hi, I'm Steve. And this is my wife, Ashley.
I'm sorry, I was looking at Ben.